Hello there, my name is Michael DeGood, and this is exercise to do to tone your arms. And again, we're in our cubicle today, so these are exercises that you can do at work that will help to tone your arms. So I've got 4 exercises for you today. All of them have varying degrees of intensity, so let's get to them. The first one is more of a warm-up type of exercise, and it's basically an isometric hold. And an isometric hold means you put your body, one of the limbs, legs, arms, into a position and you freeze in that position for as long as you can. So for the arms, we want to bring our arm to a 90-degree angle here, and then you want to take your other arm and place your palm over top of the palm that's face up. And then from here, you want to press down and then press up against the palms to form this isometric resistance. And as you can see, my arm, my bicep, is starting to really show signs of having to push against the resistance. And now you hold this for about 10-15 seconds and then release. And then as you can see, it really starts to work. And then try it again. Hold, push against your palms, 5-10 seconds, and then release, come over to the other side. Same thing, push, hold, 5-10 seconds, release. That's a great arm workout for the biceps. And then from there, we can transition to working with some bands. These are great. You can get these at your local Walmart, exercise shop. You can find these online. They're relatively inexpensive. They'll deliver them to your house. These are great. You can put them in your briefcase, in your backpack. You can take them with you. They're really great. So for arm exercises, we can do a few types of exercises with these. The first one you can do is basically just a one-arm curl. So from here, you're going to step on one end of the band, and you're going to hold the other end of the band with your palm face up. Now you can hold it this end here too, but as you can see, it's kind of flimsy in there. You want a little bit more tension before you start. So you can wrap it around, hold it here, and then from here, standing straight up, bringing your arm all the way up, and then back down in a one-arm curl. Up, and then back down. Bringing it up with force, pause at the top for a slight beat, and then bring it down under control. Up, and then back down. 10, 15, switch over, do the other side for 10 or 15, and that's a one-arm curl. Now, you can also do both arms at the same time in what's called a hammer curl. Now, a hammer curl is a curl done with your palms facing in on each other, and your hand makes the shape of a hammer. So from here, stepping on the inside of the band with tension on both arms, holding the bands with your palms, elbows locked in tight to the rib cage. From here, you're going to bring your hands up to your shoulders and then back down under control. Bring them up and then back down under control. And as you can see, my biceps are starting to show signs of blood rushing to them to provide them with energy. Up and back. Again, 3 sets of these, 10 to 15 reps, and you're really going to start feeling that one. Now, that was the biceps. Now let's work on the forearms. So how would we do that in an office? Well, you'll usually have a book lying around. Now, you can get yourself a really good thick book, and you can do some forearm curls with the book. And the way this would work is, you're going to use your thigh to rest your forearm on with your palm up. Hold the book in your palm, and then from here, you're just going to drop the book down as far as you can, and then bring it back up. It's that easy. Down, and then back up. Well, it's not really easy after a while, but the move itself is fairly simple. Up and back. Up and back. And then from here, you can flip your palm over and go up the other way and back. Up and back. And then you can also just start flipping the book back and forth. Up, or flip side and back. Flipping the book back and forth. Each of those exercises 10 to 15 times. Return to the other hand. Each of those exercises 10 to 15 times, and you will certainly start to feel your forearms activated. And now lastly, we've hit the biceps, we've hit the forearms, now we want to work on the triceps. And how do we do that? we're going to go down to the ground in a tricep close grip push-up, and it's going to look like this. So you come to the ground, you want to get your hands close together, so you want your thumbs to be able to touch. I try not to let my index finger touch as well, because sometimes what that does is it has a tendency to have your arms flare out, your elbows flare out. And we don't want that. We want our elbows to come in nice and tight to the rib cage. So you can bring your thumbs together, but try to avoid bringing your index fingers together. And then from here, keeping your elbows tight to the rib cage, you want to lower down under control and then return to the starting position. Lower down under control and then return to the starting position. And then when you lower down, you want to make sure that the bottom area of your chest, the lower pec, reaches the top of the palm of the hand. In other words, you don't want your hands up too high, because then it gets really difficult to do. So you want to make sure that your hands are breaking right about the lower chest area. Down and then back up. Under control and exhale, back up to the starting position. You do those 4 exercises back to back to back, 10 to 15 reps each. Repeat that about 3 times, and you're really going to get a great workout that will help to tone up your arms. Once again, my name is Michael DeGood, and that was Exercises to Tone the Arms.